the first pick in the 2020 draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow.
Yo, what's good everybody? It's Ace back in another video today, and today we're back in the rebuilding Cincinnati series, going into week 4 versus Pittsburgh. And as you see, we are 1-2 as they are 2-1, and this is a critical game right here, as we do not want to fall any further down the hill that we have already taken on two game losing streak, I should say. As Cleveland is 3-0 and Baltimore and Pittsburgh are both 2-1, and we are 1-2. Let's check out some of our stats. Joe Burrow is 18th passing, 21st in touchdowns, and then Joe Mixon, not a great year, but he did have a good game last game. He had like 80 yards, as well as AJ Green has not had the best year, but he's got 2 touchdowns. And yeah, so no weekly rewards or anything like that yet, but still. Joe Burrow's team, he's still building on everything that he's got, so I'm just kind of scouting out players here. But yeah, probably go for some cornerbacks is what we're doing here. Let's get into the game versus Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh, and I'm pretty sure this is a primetime game, as Logan Wilson and T. Higgins both get upgrades here, so that's huge. That would make them a 75 and a 72 overall. And yes, this is our primetime game in Pittsburgh. Let's get into it. As Randy Bullock will kick off to start this game, as they return it from the 1. I believe that is Deontay Johnson, who jukes backwards and gets back to the 21-yard line. As the return of Big Ben, as he has thrown 1 interception and 6 touchdowns this season so far. And yeah, Joe Burrow has more passing yards, I believe, if I remember, but maybe not. I don't remember a shot, whatever. But Big Ben under center, first play of the game, hands the ball off to James Conner, who gets nowhere and is stuffed at the line of gain, as it will make that 2nd and 10, as well as you see their offensive line and their skill positions. I believe I did not add in the roster at the end of this, so yeah, there you go. There's their roster right there, at least their starting roster. As they are under center, Big Ben, and hands it off to Connor once more, gets about 5 or 6 yards there, gets to the 25-yard line, which that will make it a 3rd down. As you see, our defensive line, the new addition of DJ Reader, and our linebackers and Josh Bynes and Akeem Davis-Gaither, the rookie, as well as Trey Waynes and Von Bell out of free agency. As I repeat myself every episode, but you know, it's all pretty good. As well as Big Ben, 3rd and 6, out in the 5 wide, 3 receivers to his right in the bunch. Throws out, and looks like that is an ill-advised pass that is out of bounds, as that would be 4th and 6 from the 25. Jordan Berry, the punter, staying at his own 11-yard line, out to punt, gets the ball off, and punts it right to pretty much the 10-yard line, as it didn't bounce anywhere. Actually, the 9-yard line there. Great punt from Jordan Berry there. But yeah, Joe Burrow and others out and the gun here. Joe Mixon to his left, takes a snap, hands it off to Joe Mixon. Gets about a yard there, if anything, and he was marked short of any gain there, and that will be 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line, as Joe Burrow comes out under center, hands it off to Mixon, who's got a hole up the middle, and gets an 11-yard carry there out to the 20-yard line. This will be good enough for a Bengals 1st down, as Joe Burrow comes back out under center, 3 receivers set, Joe Mixon in the backfield, standing at the 20-yard line, who hands it off to Mixon once more, and who gets another really good carry on a 10-yard carry there, and will be really close to the 1st down. as Joe Mixon needs to get something here, as he has not had the best season, although he did have 80 yards last week. But second inches, Joe Burrow under center, two receivers to his right, hands it off, but play fake, and it finds, I believe, Tyler Boyd over the middle, who makes a great catch over the middle, right at midfield pretty much, at the 47-yard line. Joe Burrow comes out under center, stands at his own 45-yard line, hands the ball off to Mixon, actually Giovanni Bernard, I believe, and loses 2 yards out to the 45, makes it 2nd and 12. As Bud Dupree got back there in the backfield, as Joe Burrow in the gun, Mixon to his right, drops back to throw, finds, I believe, Tyler Boyd over the middle, no, CJ Uzomah, actually, and gets about 2 or 3 yards there, makes it 3rd and 9. So, back out is Joe Burrow in the gun, quick hike in, snaps the ball, and finds nobody as he is sacked by Cameron Hayward at the 40-yard line, which will make it a 4th and 16 with midway through the first quarter, as Kevin Hayward stands at his own 31, or actually 26-yard line, to punt the ball, and punts it right down into the end zone as it bounces to the end zone. Almost had a great punt there, but unfortunately it bounced the end zone, so Steelers get the ball at 20 as it was a touchback. Big Ben under center in the bunch, and hands it off to Connor up the middle for about a yard or two, and gets it to a second down play as it is 2nd and 9 from the 21. Big Ben under center, two receivers to his left, Connor in the backfield, and throws a bubble screen out to, I believe, Washington there, gets it out to 28 as it actually counts as a rush, as that was a lateral, makes it 3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Big Ben under center, multiple tight ends set, and finds Connor up the middle for a gaping hole, gets out to the 35 for a first down, and that will be the Steelers' first down of this game, and that will be another down to live for the Steelers on this drive, as Big Ben under center tosses out to the left to James Conner and gets nowhere as he loses a yard or two there, makes it 2nd and 12 as Josh Bynes is all over that as we come back out here. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Big Ben under center hands the ball off to Connor once more and gets it out to the 41 of Pittsburgh territory as Bengals show blitz here with the safeties, and he finds Washington over the middle and looks like he was about to be short, but he actually finds the first down marker, gets across, and that will be his first catch of this game, and that will be a first down, back-to-back first down plays for the Steelers there on 3rd downs. So Pittsburgh sets a guy in motion on the right side and hands it off to Connor again for a 3. Actually, Jalen Samuels gets up to the 49 line. That will make it 2nd and 7 at midfield. Minute and a half left to go. Big Ben looks to throw to his running back, but is thrown away. And Big Ben is not playing well as he's 1 of 3 to start this game, 5 yards, but it's still only the first quarter, so he could still play, but play good, I should say. As he finds somebody on the right side, I believe that's Eric Ebron for a first down on 3rd and 7, and that will put him in Cincinnati territory at the 37 with a minute left to go in the first quarter, as Big Ben under center sends the guy in motion and hands it off to him, and he's going to get to about the 30-yard line, as that is Demaryius Thomas, who they picked off of free agency. Big Ben hands the ball off to Samuels again, I believe, as that is his 2nd carry of this game, and that will be a first down for the Steelers, as we are nearing the end of the first quarter. Looking to get another snap in, Big Ben does not take the snap on 1st and 10. Now we will go into the second quarter. 0-0, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati territory at the 24-yard line, as Big Ben drops back under center and finds, I believe, Zach Gentry. I believe, as that will be a 3-yard catch for him, as Big Ben in the gun, hands the ball off to Samuels, gets a first down there on 2nd and 7 on his 3rd carry this game. And actually, they marked him short. It was really close. It was literally a first down, but they gave him a 3rd and inches as Big Ben sets Vance McDonald in motion to his right and a 3 tight end set. And looks like Connor is going to be right at that marker, and they're going to mark him short. 4th and inches at the 15, and it looks like Pittsburgh will choose the decision to kick the field goal. No, it's a fake, and they're going to throw to Villanueva, and he's going to score. That is a touchdown to the offensive line with a fake field goal, as we have seen that before. I know a couple years ago they did that to Denver with Villanueva and Chris Boswell. And that is an unbelievable decision by Pittsburgh. 4th and inches, play fake or field goal fake to Villanueva for a touchdown, as he was uncovered wide open in the end zone, and that will make it 7-0 Pittsburgh. With 8:23 left in the 2nd quarter, as Joe Burrow walks the sideline, ready to come back out on the field, as Chris Boswell comes back out to kick off to Phillips here and gets out to the about 21-yard line. And then Burrow comes out after the 18-yard return there, under center, Mixon in the backfield, and a 3-receiver set here as he hands the ball to Mixon and gets nowhere and loses a yard there as he gets back to the 20. And that will make it 2nd and 11 with 8 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Joe Burrow in the gun, Mixon to his right, stands at his own 15-yard line and hands the ball to Mixon once more and gets to the yard or 2 there and makes it a 3rd and long, makes it 3rd and 9. And then Burrow comes out in the 5 wide as he takes a snap, drops back, looks, and throws over the middle to Tyler Boyd wide open, gets an easy first down on an 11-yard completion for a first down. 1st and 10 from the 33. Burrow, 2 receivers set under center, Mixon in the backfield, drops back, looks to throw, and goes over the middle to Tyler Boyd, who makes the catch. Unbelievable catch, diving catch, looked like, on a 21-yard reception there. So that will put him across midfield, and that will give the Bengals another first down as Burrow sets out in the gun and goes over the middle to Uzama and gets out to the 38. He is on fire right now, 5 of 5, 59 yards. 2nd and 2 from the 38 on the cusp of field goal range. Burrow makes it to his left and hands it off to Mixon, gets a yard, makes it 3rd and 1 as 5.5 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Burrow under center, hands the ball off to Bernard there, and looks like he is very close to the first down, in which they will give him the first down on a 1-yard carry there on 3rd and 1. As Burrow comes back out, 3 receivers set, under center, Drew Sample to tight end, and fires to Drew Sample, and that will be a 3-yard completion out to Sample, and as that will make it a 2nd and 7. As Burrow sits out in the gun, Mixon to his left, 3 receivers set, hands the ball to Mixon, and gets a first down on a 7 or 8 yard carry there, as Mixon will be up to 30 yards on that carry on 7 carries there, as Manti Te'o makes the tackle, who they also signed out of free agency, did the Steelers. This is another handoff to Mixon, who gets about 2 yards there, actually 1 yard, as that will make it 2nd and 9, 3.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Burrow hands the ball off to Bernard once more and gets nowhere, as that will make it a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 in the gun tight formation for the Bengals. Burrow takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw a screen to Bernard, and he is going to easily get that first down, as on a 12 or 13 yard play there. Gets the first down, and Burrow has yet to throw an incomplete pass, and we're almost near halftime, as he sends AJ Green in motion to his left, changes the play, and then hands the ball up to Mixon there and loses about a yard or 2 there. Actually, he gained a yard somehow. That way he lost a yard. But that will make this a 2nd and 9 from from Pittsburgh's own 13, yard line in the red zone. Down 7. Burrow in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw, and finds Joe Mixon out of the backfield. Very dangerous pass, but it is caught. Still, you have to throw an incomplete pass, and he lost the yard there on the throw to Mixon. That will make it a 3rd and 10 from the 13 of Pittsburgh. Burrow in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw, fires out to Mixon once more, and gets a loss of 2 on the reception by Mixon. And that will be a field goal attempt by Randy Bullock at the 15-yard line on Joe Mixon's second reception, as the kick is up and good by Randy Bullock with 1:27 left before halftime. Still down 4, 7-3. Bullock out the kick, and it will be not returned by Deontay Johnson, as he will take a knee in the end zone from the 25. Comes Pittsburgh with 1:27 left after the kneel down by Johnson. 3 receivers to his right is Big Ben in the gun at the 20-yard line. Throws a screen as he's under pressure, but he loses about a yard there as he goes down at the 24. As that will make it a 2nd and 11 with a minute left in the second quarter. As he takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw, and throws over the middle to, I believe, Demaryius Thomas for an easy first down there as he juked the guy out there. And Pittsburgh calls their first timeout of the half. Actually, their second timeout. As Big Ben sits at his own 32, takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw, goes over the middle to, I believe that is his running back and Samuels, and gets a wide open first down there with 30 seconds left in the half. And they really need to hurry up here as Big Ben comes on 5 wide and goes over the middle for about 8 yards there, down to the 34, as they need to hurry up here. 5 wide still. They call their final timeout with 10 seconds left, as it is 7-3, and it looks like Chris Boswell will come out to kick about a 53-yard field goal, I believe. No, a 51-yard field goal. This kick is up and good for Boswell right there, as I believe his career long is right around 51. So, yeah, that's pretty good for him, as they have a short kickoff to Phillips here and gets down to the 32 with 2 seconds left before halftime, as Joe Burrow looks like he's going to line up for a Hail Mary, and Mixon to his right drops back and instantly throws it, and that will be incomplete, and that will be his first incompletion of the half. 9 of 10 for 70 plus yards there, as it is 10-3 going into halftime. As the only touchdown in this game was that fake field goal, which was unbelievable that Pittsburgh even thought of that. But it worked out in their favor, so congrats to them. So as Phillips returns this out to the 28 off of the kickoff by Boswell. And Cincy will come out with Joe Burrow under center. First play of the second half, under center, Joe Burrow, Mixon in the backfield. Play fake to Mixon, goes over the middle, and almost picked off by defensive lineman and Stephon Tuitt, who was out in coverage, as that was a very dangerous throw by Burrow, as he comes back out under center and hands the ball off to Mixon, who gains 2 or 3 yards there, actually maybe 4 yards there, as that will make it a 3rd and 6 from their own 32-yard line, down 7, as he sits back, drops back, looks to throw, and finds Boyd over the middle, actually T. Higgins there, for a first down, as that will make it 1st and 10 from the 39, 9 minutes left to go in the third, as that was T. Higgins' first catch of this game. Joe Burrow under center, Mixon in the backfield, sends a man in motion, fake handoff, and gives it back to Mixon, who gains 4 yards there, as he just hit 40 yards rushing on 11 carries, as Cameron Hayward made the tackle there, as Joe Burrow hands the ball off once more to Mixon, who has a gaping hole up the middle. It gets about a large gain there, around 20 yards there, as that was about a 15 to 16 yard play there from Mixon, as Minkah Fitzpatrick had to make the tackle, as Mixon gets the ball once more and gets about 7 or 8 yards there. And now he's up to 63 yards to carry, or yards on 13 carries, I believe that said. As Joe Burrow comes out and runs back to, I believe, Bernard there. Or actually, no, that's Samaje Perine, the third string running back, who gets the carry there. As we get the first down there with him. It's first and 10 from the 27 of Pittsburgh. Joe Burrow looks to throw and finds, I believe, CJ Uzomah on the curl route. Down to the 14 in the red zone now. Down 7, 6.5 left to go. Burrow under center of Trey Hopkins. Takes a snap, pump fake, and throws it, or hands the ball off to Mixon, who gets really close to that first down. Down to the 4. And that will make it 2nd and 1. As Burrow will line up in the gun, Mixon to his left. Drops back to throw. Fires to the end zone, and that will be a touchdown to AJ Green, I believe, as that will possibly tie this game up, pending the extra point by Randy Bullock. Ryan Finley to hold, and the hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick is good, and that will be a tie game. 10-10, 4.5-minute drive there. As Randy Bullock comes out to kick off to Deontay Johnson, who's back to receive, and he will take a knee in the end zone, which will bring Pittsburgh out to the 25 with Big Ben and others on offense. With the running back to his left, Big Ben standing at his own 19-yard line, drops back to throw. Bengals blitz, and he finds Juju for his first catch of this game, I believe, over the middle on a 9-yard catch. As that will make it 2nd and 1 from the 34. Big Ben under center. Play fake from him, and goes over to, I believe, Eric Ebron there. So that will be a first down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Big Ben in the gun, as he will hand the ball off to Connor, as he will only get about a yard or two there on 2nd and 9. Big Ben stands at his own 42-yard line, takes a snap, runs a draw play to Jalen Samuels there, and loses a yard or two there. That's Carlos in the backfield, blew that up. 3rd and 11 from the 46 of their own territory. Big Ben stands on his own 40, drops back to throw, throws it deep, and it will almost be picked off. It went in the hands, out of Jesse Bates' hands, as well as that was intended for Demaryius Thomas down the field. And that will be incomplete, and that will make it 4th and 11. Jordan out to punt, stands at his own 32-yard line, kicks it off, or punts it off, and gets it, it looks like, out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The rest will mark it at the 26, which will bring Cincinnati back to possibly take the lead for the first time in this game, if they can manage to get at least into field goal range, if not score a touchdown, as they hand the ball off to Mixon, who gains about 4 or 5 yards there, out to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Bengals. Joe Burrow under center, 3 minutes left to go in the third. Mixon in the backfield, key block, and Burrow finds Uzomah over the middle for a first down near midfield at the 49-yard line, and that will be a first down for the Bengals, as well as Burrow comes back out under center. Trey Hopkins, Mixon in the backfield, takes a snap, drops back to throw, looks to throw, and finds T. Higgins, I believe, over the middle for about a 9-yard catch and run to the 42-yard line of Pittsburgh territory, as Burrow under center tightens to his right and finds somebody deep, and it will be intercepted by Minkah Fitzpatrick as he was looking for AJ Green, and that will be a turnover on the 8-yard line by Pittsburgh, as Big Ben under center at the 8-yard line, third quarter, still drops back to the end zone, fires over the middle, and finds, I believe, James Washington over the middle to the 25-yard line with about under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And Big Ben under center finds Connor in the backfield for about a yard or two, makes it 2nd and 9, minute left in the third. Don't like making the tackle there. Roethlisberger stands at his own 21, fires it over to his left, and finds a first down in Demaryius Thomas, as he is now over 100 yards passing here on that play, as he is at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Big Ben throws it quickly out to Juju for his second catch. He gets it out to the 39 on a rush of 2. So it's actually a rush because that was a lateral. And that will make it 2nd and 8 from the 39. Looking to get another snap before the end of the third quarter, and which they will not do, as that will be the start of the fourth quarter. Switch the sides of the field. 2nd and 8 from the 39. Big Ben under center. 2 tight ends to his right. 2 receivers set. Connor in the backfield and drives back to throw deep over the middle. And that will be picked off by, I believe, Akeem Davis-Gaither, the rookie linebacker, as that will be great Cincinnati territory, as they will be in Pittsburgh territory at their own 44. Tied 10-10. Just the start of the fourth quarter. Burrow in company out to be under center of Trey Hopkins at their own, or at Pittsburgh 44-yard line, as he hits T. Higgins in motion and finds him out to the 39 for a 6-yard carry there on 2nd and 4. Burrow and Mixon in the backfield, in the gun. Burrow takes the snap, looks to throw, and finds, I believe, that is T. Higgins again, who is a key factor in this game so far, it looks like, as he finds him for another first down on his 3rd catch. As Joe Burrow in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw, fires over the middle to Uzomah, I believe, and gets it to the 26-yard line, which that will make it 2nd and 2. As Uzomah is at 50 yards receiving now. Joe Burrow takes the snap, looks to throw, fires, and that will be intercepted, but on the sideline, and that will be incomplete. That will make it 3rd and 2. Defender cannot get his feet in bounds, as he hands it off to Mixon, who fumbles and loses the ball, and Pittsburgh will recover, as this is just a turnover mania now, as that is the 2nd straight turnover on, actually the 3rd straight turnover, as it started with the Minka Fitzpatrick interception, and then the Davis-Gaither interception, and then now the Joe Mixon fumble, as Pittsburgh gets the ball back, as Big Ben under center looks to throw, finds his running back out of the back, actually Zach Gentry, on underneath to his right, with 7:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8, hands the ball off to Connor, who gets a couple yards there out to the 32, only averaging 2.6 yards a carry now, on to 10 carries, 26 yards. 3rd and 4, Big Ben comes out in 5 wide, 7:15 left to go, takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw over the middle, and finds Eric Ebron wide open out to the 50-yard line at midfield, as he has just hit his 13th pass. And the 3rd reception for Eric Ebron, as they are at midfield now. Big Ben under center, hands it off to Connor, and wide open gap, open over the middle, and gets down to the 37 on the cusp of field goal range, as Jesse Bates made the tackle there, and that will be a first down for Pittsburgh, as Big Ben will be under center, as he will send Juju in motion to his left, and drops back to throw, and finds Juju out to the 31 on a 5 or 6 yard completion there. So that will make it 2nd and 4, as he's got a 3 tight end set, 1 receiver to his right, running back in the backfield, and actually comes out to throw and finds Gentry once more out to the 30, actually to 29, gets a yard or 2, makes it 3rd and 2. 5 minutes left in the game. Big Ben under center, bunch to his left, takes the snap, looks to throw, and finds Juju over the middle for a first down. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of Cincinnati with 5 minutes left to go. Now Big Ben under center near the red zone, hands the ball and is blown up for a loss of 4 by Carl Lawson there. So huge play by Cincinnati to lose 4 yards on a rushing play there. So Big Ben in the gun, 2 receivers to his left and his right, hands the ball off to Samuels, I believe, and gets it up to the 16-yard line in the red zone. Makes it 3rd and 5. Must stop here for Cincinnati as they need the ball back, as they will hand it off to Connor, and Carl Lawson again gets in the backfield and makes Connor lose multiple yards on a carry there. So huge stop for Cincinnati. That will leave them with about 3 minutes left as Chris Boswell is out to kick a field goal, and the kick is up and good, and that will make it 13-10 as Pittsburgh takes the lead back, and that will make it 13-10 with 3 minutes left as Boswell is out to kick, and then Phelps actually returns this from the end zone and gets nowhere and gets to 23. And yeah, so they got 3:04 left to go. 3 timeouts, down 3. Joe Burrow and company out to try to take the lead or at least tie the game. Joe Burrow, with Mixon 2's left, drops back to throw and finds Uzama underneath for about a yard or 2. And that will make it 2nd and 8 from the 25. Just under 3 minutes left to go. As he will take the snap, drop back, looks to throw to Boyd, and he will get it down to the 31. As that will make it 3rd and 2 from the 31. 2:55 left to go. Burrow in the gun, fires over to AJ Green, actually Joe Mixon there, and gets 2 yards, but he might be short, in which he will be with 2.5 left to go. And they were going to come out to punt in 4th and inches when they need a field goal at least, as well as Huber actually punts the ball instead of faking it, and they tackle him at the 24-yard line. Interesting decision by Cincinnati here, but they do have the 2-minute warning plus 3 timeouts, so they could easily get the ball back. But yeah, Big Ben under center, since it's tight in motion to his right, takes the snap and hands the ball off to Connor, who gets nowhere and loses 2 yards there. And that will lead us to the 2-minute warning, as that will be a 2nd and 12 after the 2-minute warning for Pittsburgh. Up 3 still. If they get a first down, it's pretty much over at this point, as it will leave Big Ben under center, and they will give the ball off to Connor, get 4 yards there. That will be 3rd down, must stop here for Cincinnati, and it will be 3rd and 8 from their 26-yard line as he sends the tight end in motion, fullback in the game, hands the ball off to Connor, and gets a first down, and that might seal it for Pittsburgh as only 1 timeout remains for Cincinnati. Down 3 still. Minute 50 left. They still got a chance to get the ball back for a few seconds left, but yeah, as they hand it off to Connor, and they call it their final timeout with 1:46 left, 2nd and 6. Pretty much over, barring a miracle here. So Big Ben hands the ball off to Connor, who gets about 3 yards, and that will make it the final 3rd down of this game, possibly, if they get a first down here. So they got a minute left as they let that clock tick, as Carlos Dunlap might have saved the game for him, as he got in the backfield and loses 2 yards for them, as well as Jordan Berry comes out to punt, standing at his own 30-yard line. 30 seconds left, punts it away, and Bernard's back deep, and that will be a touchback. 22 seconds left. Cincinnati needs a miracle play right here, as Burrow is under center and the gun tight, 3 receivers set. Mixon in the backfield, takes the snap and hands the ball off to Mixon once more, as that will not help them, as that clock will continue to tick, as they have possibly their final play right here. 5 seconds left. Takes a snap and goes deep, but is incomplete, as there should have been a second left, but that ball was tipped in the air for too long. And that is the end of the game for Cincinnati, and they are now 1-3 after the fake field goal by Pittsburgh, which pretty much gave them the win here. Gutsy calls by Pittsburgh. But yeah, we have more rushing yards than them, less passing yards, and less takeaways. But yeah, the difference was the turnovers and obviously the fake field goal on 4th and inches to Villanueva. As you see the stats here, Big Ben 4 more yards passing than Burrow here, and 80% to 79%. Each had 1 interception. Burrow had the only touchdown pass, and Mason Rudolph had the other touchdown pass on the fake field goal to Villanueva. As Mixon had 87 yards carrying on 17 carries, and Connor had 54 on 19 carries. Samuels had 5 for 22. Perine 1 for 7. Yeah, you see that as no rushing touchdowns, as Joe Mixon had the only fumble. Uzama with the leading reception, and Boyd with 55 yards, leading everyone in receiving yards, as Eric Ebron led the Steelers in receiving at 45 yards. Only 1 sack allowed by Cincinnati, and Von Bell and Joe Hayden the leading tacklers. Carl Lawson with 4 TFLs, Carlos Dunlap with 2, and Cameron Hayward with the only sack this game. And Akeem Davis-Gaither and Minka Fitzpatrick both with interceptions, as well as Devin Bush had the only forced fumble and recovered his own fumble, or his forced fumble. No safeties, no touchdowns. But yeah, incredible game. Came down to the wire. That fake field goal was insanity, I should say, as that was the difference in this game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, as always guys, like and subscribe on the video. And yeah, Ace is out. Peace.